Welcome to Learn and Success, the place where incredible journeys come to life. Today, we bring you an unbelievable true story that proves anything is possible. From a teenage coconut seller on the streets of Mumbai to the founder of a multi-crore tech empire, this is the inspiring tale of Aarav Mehta, a story of grit, passion, and unstoppable determination. Let's dive into the journey that will leave you truly amazed. The coconut seller who built a tech empire, the story of Aarav Mehta. In the crowded lanes of Mumbai, beneath the glaring sun and swarming honks of traffic, stood a 14-year-old boy named Aarav Mehta. With sunburnt skin and blistered feet, he sold coconuts on a roadside stall to support his widowed mother and two younger sisters. What no one could have guessed then was that this young boy, with only a few rupees in his pocket and no formal education, would one day build one of India's most innovative tech empires. Aarav's father, a factory worker, died in an accident when Aarav was just 10. Left with no income, the family slipped into deep poverty. His mother began working as a housemaid, and Aarav dropped out of school to earn money. He set up a small wooden cart near Dadar station and began selling coconuts. Each morning, he would walk several kilometers to the wholesale market, buy coconuts on credit, and then rush back to beat the morning rush. Life was brutally hard. He often went hungry, his hands cracked from chopping coconuts all day, and he faced mockery from passersby. Yet, what set Aarav apart was not what he lacked, but what he dreamed. A curious mind. Even though Aarav never completed formal schooling, he was endlessly curious. One day, a customer left behind an old mobile phone. Aarav, fascinated, took it to a local repair shop. The shopkeeper, impressed by his interest, gave him broken parts to examine. That became the beginning of Aarav's obsession with technology. He started spending nights at a public library, reading old magazines and computer books. He learned basic coding using borrowed books and eventually a used laptop gifted by a grateful customer. Slowly, he started repairing phones for locals, fixing software issues, and even teaching himself how websites worked. By age 17, he had saved enough to open a small repair shop in a narrow alleyway. He named it Tech Seva. First steps into innovation. While repairing gadgets, Aarav noticed that many low-income customers couldn't afford basic digital services like paying bills online or filling forms. So he began developing a simple mobile app that helped people access essential services without needing a smartphone. He worked on it late into the night after closing his shop. When he finally launched the app, it was rudimentary but effective, called Sahaya, meaning assistance. It allowed users to find nearby digital centers, pay bills, and apply for government services through a simple interface. To promote it, Aarav offered free demos in slums, railway stations, and marketplaces. The app caught the attention of a journalist from a local newspaper, and soon Aarav's face was on the front page with the headline, "From Coconuts to Code, the Boy Changing Mumbai's Slums." Recognition and expansion. The story went viral. A local investor approached him with an offer to fund his idea. Aarav was overwhelmed. With proper funding, he launched an upgraded version of Sahaya, partnered with NGOs, and set up digital kiosks across Mumbai's underprivileged areas. Within a year, over 5 lakh people had used the app. But Aarav wasn't done. He envisioned a future where even the poorest citizen had access to the digital world. He created another platform called EduReach, a low-data educational portal that offered free video lessons, mock tests, and career counseling in regional languages. Again, the response was overwhelming. Young students, auto drivers, maids, and laborers began learning from it. EduReach was featured in a tech summit where Aarav gave a moving speech. He ended by saying, "I may not have had the privilege to study in a big school, but I will make sure no one is denied the chance to learn." Building a tech empire. By the age of 25, Aarav's startup, now renamed Navudan Technologies, was valued at over 300 crore. It employed hundreds of young people, many from the same slums where he once lived. His company had expanded to multiple states, serving rural and semi-urban areas, empowering millions with digital tools. Navudan built solutions for healthcare, education, and digital identity. Aarav even launched a project to refurbish and donate old laptops to poor students. Despite his growing fame and wealth, Aarav remained grounded. He still visited his old coconut stall, now run by a family he supported. He also built a school in his hometown and offered scholarships to hundreds of children. Challenges and comebacks. But success didn't come without setbacks. At one point, a faulty app update caused user data loss, and the media criticized the company. Aarav publicly apologized, took full responsibility, and rebuilt the platform with better security. His honesty and transparency won back public trust. When COVID-25 hit, Aarav's platforms became a lifeline for many, offering telehealth services, online classes, and job listings. His team worked round the clock to support those in need. Governments took notice, and Navudan was invited to collaborate on national digital initiatives. A global icon. In 2029, Aarav Mehta was featured in Time magazine's 100 Most Influential People. He shared the stage with global leaders and tech giants. When asked what inspired him, he smiled and said, "Every coconut I sold was a step. Every no I heard was a lesson. I just kept walking." He was invited to Harvard and MIT to speak about inclusive innovation, and international investors lined up to back his new ventures. Legacy of Hope. Aarav Mehta's story is not just one of rags to riches. It's about belief, resilience, and the power of learning. From a boy who sold coconuts to a man who changed millions of lives, Aarav's life reminds us that greatness doesn't need a perfect start, just a burning heart. Even today, on the wall of Navudan's head office hangs an old, rusted coconut knife, framed with the words, "This built more than coconuts. It built dreams." Aarav Mehta's journey from selling coconuts on the streets to building a tech empire is a powerful reminder that no dream is too big and no background too small. If he can rise from nothing to inspire millions, so can you. Remember, success begins with belief and action. Stay inspired, stay determined. This is Learn and Success, where every story fuels your journey to greatness. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unbelievable success stories.